Hello guys, it's your boy Denver Koki representing Gange za Sporty, kama kawaida bringing you all the football updates, and this is game week 7 of the English Premier League. On Friday we had two matches. Aston Villa hosted Southampton at Villa Park and they won by a solitary goal to nil thanks to a Jacob Ramsey's effort to ease off pressure on manager Steven Gerrard, who's been hanging on a thread with some very terrible results lately. And then in another match, Nottingham Forest continued with their terrible form as they hosted Fulham FC and were beaten by Fulham 3-2. Awoni opened the scoring very early on before Adarabio came up with an equalizer later on, and then Joao Palina came up with another goal before Reid finished off the scoring for Fulham. That means Fulham had like 3 goals in 6 minutes before O'Brien pulled one back later on, and the match ended on 3-2 win victory for Fulham. And then on Saturday's early kickoff, Wolves hosted Manchester City at Molino Stadium, and unfortunately they were reduced to 10 men after Nathan Collins picked a red card in the first half, and then Manchester City comfortably brushed them aside thanks to an early effort from Jack Grealish before Erling Haaland continued with this beautiful prolific form, and then Phil Foden closed the scoring chapter for Manchester City. They won by 3-0. And then Newcastle United hosted Bournemouth at St James Park, where Eddie Howe was hosting his former club, and the match ended in a 1-1 draw. Billing came up with a goal in the 62nd minute in the second half, and 5 minutes later they conceded a penalty which new signing Alexander Isak coolly slotted in. And then in another match that had several goals and very, very beautiful results, Tottenham Hotspur hosted Leicester City at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and they thumped Leicester City by 6-2 thanks to Kane's early efforts, which was the equalizer to Yuri Tillman's penalty after he conceded after Davinson Sanchez conceded a penalty. And then Eric Dyer came up with another goal in the 21st minute before James Maddison cancelled it out to make it 2-2 at halftime. Then immediately after the restart, Bentancur came up with a goal, and then Son was quickly introduced and he pulled up with a stunning hat-trick to give Tottenham all the 3 points and a very good scoreline and a very good goal difference as well. Now that means Son is the first substitute to score a Premier League hat-trick since 2015, after Naismith did so coming on for Everton against Chelsea. Now several players have scored hat-tricks as substitutes in the Premier League. We have Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, we have Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, we have someone called Anshaw, we have Emmanuel Adebayo in 2008, and then we have Romelu Lukaku in 2015, and then Naismith also Romelu Lukaku in 2013. Naismith came up with a substitute hat-trick in the Premier League in 2015 against Chelsea, and then we finally have Heung-min Son. He won man of the match, obviously, so they were very stunning efforts. And then in another match where Brentford hosted Arsenal today at the Community Stadium, Arsenal comfortably won that 3-0 thanks to efforts from Saliba, Gabriel Jesus and Fabio Vieira, who was making his full debut today. That result means that Arsenal are back on top of the Premier League, and that is their highest ever points haul after 7 matches in the last 5 seasons. They've never managed 18 points after the first 7 games in the Premier League in the last 5 seasons. And then on another match on Sunday, which was a Super Sunday, Everton finally got their first win of the season over West Ham United, who have showed very questionable character this season. They've been very oriented. So Everton won that game by 1-0 thanks to new signing thanks to an effort from new signing Neil Maupay from Brighton. He came up with a goal, a solitary goal that gave Everton all the 3 points. That means Everton are unbeaten in the last 4 or 5 games. Yep. Also, in other news, I haven't given results for some fixtures. We only had 7 games in match week 7 because Brighton versus Crystal Palace was postponed. Manchester United versus Leeds United was postponed, and then Chelsea versus Liverpool was equally postponed because the Queen Elizabeth II is being buried this weekend, and therefore the matches were postponed due to issues in terms of logistics, because reports say that a number of police officers would be committed towards the Queen's burial, and therefore there would be shortages of police officers in handling those said matches. Also, unfortunately, we won't have any league games or Champions League games for the next 2 weeks until October, because we are breaking for international break, and then we'll be back in the Premier League as from October 1st, and then we'll be back for the Champions League updates as from October 5th. That is next month. But meanwhile, keep it locked. Keep on checking our channel for all your football updates. We will be here to also give you 1 or 2 international updates, especially we have the UEFA Nations League coming up, so please keep it locked. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, drop your comments, drop your compliments, drop your critics, everything. Keep it locked. It's your boy Den Vakoki representing Gange za Sporti kama kawaida, coming through with all the football updates. Until next time,